worst ever. He was working in one of those farms in Netherlands. It seems to him that the agriculture field is the way of richness on comparing with other jobs like driving or cooking, between us. As easy job of someone who has illegally immigrated without diploma and having no identity paper. That I say it seems, but in fact this is the famous attitude said about the immigrants to this land, and that it could let the person gathers money quickly in a short time. And not a personal analysis could be done from him. And as an easy idea, it came to this campaign man to work as a farmer and a potato picker without asking about wages of other jobs. Because it's easy. So he accepted to adopt this job for all his life and never change it because he's inside satisfied. But not here the problem. As a stranger, he could get a friend in this land that was working the same job of him. Although was an original Dutch, he got his friendship with speaking to him repeatedly and intensively to be familiar to him. But this campaign man didn't find any topic different unless the religion of this man, and tried hard to change his mind and turn him into a Muslim. That could seem good and so gentle to guide people to the right as we think, but this one here wanted to push him to be a member of family and convince him to marry his sister that lives in Morocco. Internally has having the picture of that brother that did something precious to his sister because he found a way to this sister to bring her to Europe next to him. So, after he won changing his religion, he asked him if he thinks about marrying or not yet, and it's better to him to marry his Muslim sister. Listen, firstly, because Dutch girls are Christian and not Muslims, then secondly, to not die single or not to find a wife until he becomes old and single. So he helped him. And as my friend I will shy to tell no and easily persuaded with the idea, because the friend who suggested was looking kind, then sounds logical maybe. But this was maybe naive with this stealer. Happily this Villatic was having sisters in Morocco or his friend would never marry. But because a Muslim must marry a Muslim, this Villatic choose to marry from Netherlands because you know. Girls there are so beautiful and attractive, especially if she's blonde or having blue eyes she could looks better. He could die if a blonde spoke to him. Whatever, I don't know how he met the girl he married, but probably he met her in a snack or bakery because of his appearance. And he's so close to himself and doesn't trust anyone. Maybe the speech of that was daily to permit him ask her wedding. As a prophet, he must begin the speech about her religion, and his challenge is to stick her until he changes her education.
His picture in this land is like an immigrated fool hiding from the police, throwing his foot here and there, and watching if can change the religion of those original population, then see how can profit. He could easily choose a ready Muslim from his country, of the same mental education and then marry. But he wanted one of those original Dutches, to make family with her with his poor ideas. While the original Dutch friend of him must marry his Arabic sister, so traditionally, and without any previous love relation between them. He has experience in love more than him and quickly get a girlfriend he likes, then changing the religion, then marrying her. The story didn't end here. After all of those years of marriage, and after he got children from her, he revealed to the world that she wasn't virgin and no blood has dropped from her, but he forgot to tell us about his own or how his body is. He knew from the first time that the world is totally different, and whatever he insisted to get the Dutch beauty. But he didn't respect her acceptance to his Arabic origin. Well, all different people, whatever was smart or silly or however the social status, was for him just slaves working for his own service. And he has just Villatic origin, reputation, and unwise completely. The worst event he ever made, is that he married in the church and without inviting his family there. Just the bride's family who has presented to the party. The poor didn't support his beauty, she was fat. The end, no one of his children can choose his future wife, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. And he's still looking forward choosing to people what to live with his absent wisdom.